cinnamon fruit soup. Cinnamon fruit soup. These are the fruits given to me by one of our caring roommates in Halifax, Nova Scotia province of Canada. So caring, amazing people, nice Canadians, amazing Haligonians, wonderful Nova Scotians, the finest of them all. It's lunchtime, just making lunch and making it happen, and working on being highly effective. It's a lifelong process with powerful lessons in personal change. Reading this book this week, by Stephen R. Covey. It says, destined to be the personal leader of the decade, says Scott DeGamo, editor-in-chief, Success Magazine. Be successful, be amazing, have a wonderful day. Every day is different. Every moment in life is different. Each and every experience is wonderful. It's a wonderful day. It's a wonderful day. It's a lovely, wonderful day. Remember, each and every day is different and unique. Just be happy whichever day you are at, whatever experience you're going through. Whichever life experience, whichever family situation, whichever personal situation, just be an amazing person. Be amazing. The song says, amazing grace. Be amazing, be grateful. How sweet the sound. The sound that made good soup today. It's like a sweet soul, Sweet soul song. See the cinnamon turning out alright. It's got fruits there, it's got some vegetables, some I use let's see an eggshell here. Eggshell. I put an egg in there too. There's a garbage here. Landlord is amazing. Landlord separates that. This is the organics. This one is for organics, this one is for regular garbage, this is for cartons, this is for recycled products, like bottles and stuff. Amazing, beautiful place here. This is all belongs to the landlord. It's Chinese Canadian. So those belong to roommates. I have about 8 or 10 roommates or something like that. But we use this kitchen only 4 or 5 people. So this is like a small family. One big happy family actually. This belongs to another roommate. This belongs to another roommate. This roommate donated all this. See, it's kind-hearted people. They donated the fruits, donated the apple fritter, donated the bread, donated the pop, donated the fruit, donated this. See, amazing, kind-hearted people in Halifax, Nova Scotia province. This is donated to this syrup. Let's see. Amazing, kind-hearted people. Be a kind person. Be a kind-hearted person. Be amazing, so that people can say good things about you and your family. About our family and about my family. See, why not your family do amazing things? Why not your family be the one that's kind-hearted? Why not your family be the one volunteering, help less fortunate people? Why not your family be the one healing others that are suffering, that are stressed out, that are facing? There's a lot of mental health issues around the world now. Too much stress, too much stress, too much greed, too much politicians trying to have stuff for themselves. Too much people, too few people starting absolutely unnecessary wars. Just trying to make profit from the industry. It's called the military industrial complex. See, why? See, anyway, you can stop them because that's how they were raised. That's how they feel. They want to be successful. They feel they want to be successful by harming themselves. Like going to steal, to kill, and to destroy. They think they're destroying and harming and suppressing and resolving the potential of the less fortunate, or whoever it is that cannot defend themselves, stealing their oil, stealing their, I don't know, fruits, vegetables, stealing their tea, or getting them at very low prices, turning them into slaves that cannot even afford to take care of themselves. Then they become dependent on something called cash crops, like tea, like coffee, like making vehicles for other people to enjoy and stuff, or whatever it is that, or making clothes and then sending them to like the people of Bangladesh, or like Africa or America or USA and Canada and Europe and who knows, wherever else, Israel, make clothes and make stuff and whatever else, the world, and then they get, imagine if they get low prices, if they get low income from that, if they become slaves. Just imagine if all the Jews became slaves, if all the Europeans became slaves, if all the whoever else became slaves. See, how would they feel? How would they want to be like be servants, indentured servants forever? How would they want to be like what else? Who knows? I don't know. But so they don't want that. How would they want bombs raining on them in Europe and in, I don't know, Israel and in where is it, Australia and Canada and USA? How would they like that? See, waking up at night and boom, boom, the bombs falling everywhere, or like boom, boom, there's like fire burning in the city of Halifax, Nova Scotia, or in New York, or in somewhere in Switzerland, or somewhere in Tel Aviv, or somewhere in who knows, Brisbane in Australia, or like some freaking place in Africa, or some place in Saudi Arabia, or some place in Asia, in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka, or in wherever else, China, in Russia. How would they like if bombs were raining on them? I don't know, who knows? Who knows, maybe they would love it, maybe like, hey, let's party, let's go out and celebrate, let's go out and, I don't know, just have dinner together, and we watch the bombs raining on us. Or like, yeah, let's call other friends and neighbors and like, and just be happy together and be bombed and whatever. Yes, you see, but this is how human beings are. See, the things we don't want for others, we try to do for them, and the things we want for ourselves, we try and keep it to ourselves. And just enjoy all the good use of ourselves, myself, and my family, and my house, and my car, and my job, and my this, and my the other, and just a few privileged people that look like me, or think like me, or came from whatever background, or like a yellow, or like a green, or like a whatever it's called, black or white, or gay or straight or whatever, or like African or European, or like Chinese, Asian, or like, see, what happened to humanity? Why did we turn out to be so hateful towards each other and not racist and greedy and corrupt? See, what corrupted us? What made us turn into like that? I'm not saying everyone is like that. I'm saying that this just happens in human society. Why not care for each other? Why not just appreciate each other as neighbors? Why not just appreciate each other as people living together? See, these fruits were given to me by bro, donated, or like just given to everybody, whatever wants. One of our roommates is so caring. He's a young person, very amazing young person. See? So why not be like that? Why not just, he doesn't have much, he's just starting out in life. So it's kind of harder, he just goes gets, oh, there's extra food here, somewhere here. So he's like, I'll take some share with my roommates. Just imagine that young person so caring who does that. See, whether he comes from a good family, whether he comes from a tough situation and he learned to be kind-hearted through the life experiences he went through, whether he does it out of choice, whether he was raised like that, whether who knows why people do what they do. But this is a very caring one, see. He makes an effort, he's kind-hearted. You don't bother anybody, he just likes to say to everybody, peace. He says, peace, yo. Yeah, have a peaceful day, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Just making lunch here, just chatting away as I make this lunch. I cook my food slowly. It takes me a while to do it. See, I'm no rush anyway. I am retired. I'm a retired person. I'm in Halifax, Nova Scotia province of Canada. We call them in Canada. We call them seniors, retired seniors. I don't know where all the years went so fast. I was just a young person the other day. I remember being a child, just going to preschool, like elementary school or nursery school, whatever it's called, whatever. I remember that. I remember like going to school and there were Canadians. I think there were Canadians in the school. It wasn't like an expensive school. Just my dad happened to be working at some research place, and just doing simple work. And there were these people from Canada that were supporting the program. There were some from Canada, from USA, from Germany, from Australia, from other places. There were just different people that were supporting the development program. It was an improvement of agriculture in animals, and it was just research sometime early in the 1960s, I think, 60s, 70s, around early 70s, around there, somewhere around there. Anyways, so yeah, so that was in a place called Naivasha in Kenya. It's right there next to there's a big farm there that was owned by a lord. It's called Lord Delamere. Lord, Lord. Who the heck is called a lord? People say Lord God. Why would a human being be called a lord? Anyway, or landlord. See, he's like the god of the land, and the landlord. See, he owned the property. Anyway, this gentleman was called Lord Delamere, and he owned a big, huge, thousands of acre farm right next to the Kenyan government research station where my dad worked. He's doing veterinary work on animals and whatever. See, anyway, so, and this Lord Delamere, I never saw him one day. I remember, well, I used to see, like, he had a plane. I think he had some kind of plane, aeroplane or something. He's surrounded by a lot of poverty, surrounded by a lot of very vulnerable people living in opulence. I don't know where he was from. I don't know if he was from Europe or Britain or like or Switzerland or France or whatever. He's a lord, so he's probably some kind of Scottish or British or maybe Welsh. Who knows? Some culture like that. See, but anyway, he was our neighbor there, and yeah, we got along well. And we ended up opening up like some kind of production of yogurt. So he had many wonderful cows. Lots of them. He had like thousands of cows. I don't know, hundreds of thousands. Who knows how many they were. Just a little kid. And anyway, so that was Lord Delamere. Oh, there was also this factory that made, it would take the vegetable and it would dry them, and it would send them to all these dry places where there was no food. And because like the people in the some that are starving or crisis zones do not have refrigerators, so instead of like freezing them, that factory was unique. It dried them. Them days, man, in 1960s, early 70s, friggin'. And those vegetables were delicious. I remember how they tasted when you put them in the soup and everything. I remember that. And I'm now almost in my 60s, heading to 70s. I remember that like it was yesterday. See? It's amazing how we remember these things that happened to us. After so many years, probably generations from now, people will just be sharing similar stories. Like, hey, there was this guy who was cooking and he was telling these funny, silly stories about Lord Delamere, about Kenya in Africa. And he lived in Canada, Nova Scotia province of North America. See, it's amazing how that happens. Here in the southern of Halifax, I'm surrounded by multi-billionaires, multi-gazillionaires. It's a very rich neighborhood, one of the richest in the world. See, I live a very simple life. Just rent a simple room here in this friggin' house. See, I used to volunteer a lot. I would make food like this and share with the homeless and take it, make a portion, and I would have a small portion, one bowl, and I would make the rest into like maybe 5, 6, 7, 10 bowls and share with the community. See, and then a few people started getting jealous about just a kind work that they want a black man. They say black man, they call people from Africa black people, eh? So I'm like, oh, friggin'. Anyways, who the heck has seen a black person? I don't know. What the heck? What happened to like saying this one is an African cultural person, this one is a European cultural person? Why they refer people according to color? Black, green, yellow, white, pink. Pink, is there a pink person? Is there like a green person? Is there like a blue person? Is there like a purple person? Is there like, what the heck? Or yellow? Like, who knows? Indigo? Mr. Indigo person. But this is like, that's an indigo person. Oh no, today we've seen a mixed color person. Yeah, what the heck they do with that? They try to dehumanize people like that. What the heck? They want to celebrate their own culture. Wild and big. Have the best jobs and have the best this, have the best the other. And then because they're surprising everybody else, then the weak ones are the ones that end up ruling. So how do they do that? Just by being brutal, and greedy and savage. Hey, because William Shakespeare said, when we are born, we cry, for we have arrived in this grand stage of fools. So we behave like fools, well-educated fools, well-dressed fools, well-raised fools, cooking fools like myself. All of us are just idiots, fools. Then it's up to us to figure out, frig, I'm like this kind of thing. What do I want? How can I be a good human being? How can I make things better? Not as a fool, but to improve this life situation, quality standards of life, kindness, love. Or at least just get along somehow, even if you hate each other, even if you care about each other. Just be civil, whatever civil means. What does civil mean anyway? Civil means what? Civilized. Civilized. So why are the most civilized people the most savage? I don't know. Who knows? Were they raised exactly? Was it their culture? Is it how their mothers raised them? Would they be savage to their own mother? And father and mother and grandmother push them down the stairs? Like, oh yeah. Or like drop bomb on them. Or like, I don't know, they're having dinner as a family and like, hey, let's blow up a bomb right here. Who knows? Or like whatever. Or someone else, could they be, hey, come on neighbor and blow a bomb off your room. Let's disseminate this member, each and every one in the family. I don't know, it's just fascinating how human beings are, eh? We want to be loved. Everyone wants to be loved, to be appreciated, to be honored just for who they are. And hopefully to have opportunities to improve themselves in whichever way possible. Hopefully it's a good way. Hopefully it's a caring way. Hopefully it's in how do we? I don't know. Just think about stuff like that. I ain't no philosopher, I ain't no this, I ain't no the other. You just think about stuff.
Oh, Simba,
Yes.
sorry.
Yeah. Oh, no worries, no worries. I just think about stuff. I just share silly stories. I make my food. Hey, Kishan, just saying about them fruits, and I'm like, appreciate the kindness of my roommate who brought the fruits. And thank you. You have a good day, my friend. So, yeah, so that's how it is. Yeah, cinnamon tanning is smelling good. It's turning out all right. It's called cinnamon. Cinnamon. Maybe someday I'll have a food truck or something like that, or a little restaurant or cafe or something like that. I can make soup of various types, and there'll be a special soup for every day. That'll be like apple cinnamon soup today, special, available for $10. $10, and you get bread with it, and you get rice, a choice of bread, rice, or potato, or something, whatever it is, so served for that day. Imagine this with a beautiful lump of potato right in the bowl. So you got fresh fruits there, got some soup here, got some tea here, got make it happen there, got highly effective people there. If you want to study religion and Buddhism, whatever, I know Buddhist, I know Christian, I know Muslim, I know this, the other. It's not that you can be a Buddhist. I'm not saying to be a Buddhist. You can be like a Christian. You can be like African cultural heritage person. You can be like Druidism over there, or whichever, Zoroastrian, or you can be like Confucius, or you can be like Aboriginal culture or spirituality, or you can be like I don't know, no care, no believe in that. You can be atheist, you can be whatever you want to be. You can be like political conservative, you can be like liberal, you can be like who knows, socialist, you can be democratic, you can be Republican, you can be like I gotta get this out. I think that's what's that? Okay. So it can be whatever you want to be. But remember, you're a human being first. You would not be able to do all that and experience that if you are not human, if you're not alive, if you're not like getting along well with yourself first and others. See, so it's just start by loving yourself. It's simple. Have a good day and love yourself. So simple. Oh, so simple. See. But the simplest things are sometimes the toughest to work on and deal with, eh? See, love yourself. The word is chamge. 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 It means love yourself. It is the original philosophy of love, of original humanity. It is the original wise philosophy of humanity. Love. Love. Love, caring about each other as family, as yourself, love your family, and love your community, wherever your community is. And remember, community is not just what you think community is. Community is each and everyone in the community, see? Or each and everyone in the wherever, or each and everyone in the world, each and everyone wherever, see? It's up to each and everyone. You can't compel someone to be loving. You can say, oh, don't be hateful, or don't be discriminate, or don't do this, or don't do the other. There's no law that says, oh, love yourself or love others. You'll not be put in prison for not loving somebody and not helping a homeless person, or not helping an old lady that fell down and just needs help to get up. No one will put you in prison for that. But what does that say about the human nature of the person? Just walking away, just like don't give a shit. It's like, I ain't got time to help you, old lady. I'm just rushing to my job. I'm just rushing to my date. I'm just rushing to I don't know, buy ice cream for my kid. And you're with your kid, and your kid is seeing you walking away from the old person that fell down right there on the street. You don't give a shit. You don't give a shit. The child will say, if you don't give a shit about that one, then what makes you tell me to give a shit about you and others in the world? So now young people are getting despondent, and they're like, all these please and thank yous you're telling us, all these laws and regulations, all this government system and structure, all this whatever constitution and rights and all this, like, go to work, go to school, go this and go the other, all this, like, whatever represents success. And people are like, I don't know, I need to rethink that. Especially in Canada and USA, and maybe in other cities and other countries too, but I've been living here in Canada for about now 25 years, almost 26 years. So I grew up in Kenya. Shout out to the people of Kenya. Africa, East Africa, watu wa Afrika Mashariki, habari yenu, habari yetu, habari ya Afrika Mashariki, Afrika Mashariki. Hakuna matata, people. Jambo, people. Asante sana, people. Jamge, people. Marahaba, how you say? Whatever it is, say. Kahara watu. We hanat you. Oriti. Orikamano. What is the other one? Our neighbors in Kenya. Anyways, we also neighbors with the Scottish and the British. They have the big Scottish farm next to my mom's community, and next to my mom's community, and also like big British farm right there. Thousands of acres, they took the best land. Then they chased all the Africans into something called a reserve. Same as Aboriginal people in Canada live in something called a reserve. And in Australia, in the US, they were almost disseminated. They were almost like extinguished or whatever. In South America, they were like, even now, they're still being bullied a lot. Why? When people bullying others, they just take the stress to their own family and their own whatever. See? And they never learn anyway, so leave them alone. So, anyways, just try to be a good human being as best as you can in your own life. Try to get good karma for yourself. Karma is called in Asia. Or a boomerang. Boomerang effect is in Australia. It's a philosophy story of boomerang effect. When you throw a boomerang, like this boomerang is something like it looks like that. See? It's made of wood and it's just curved like that. And then when you throw it, you go like this. You go woo, 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 and it goes round, boom, comes back to you. It's called a boomerang effect. So the things that we do have a boomerang effect. Is this: you are here, and you're like being kind to somebody, then it will go, the kindness will spread, maybe this way, maybe that way, maybe who knows whichever way, eh? So the energy spreads and the kindness and the story and all this and all that. It goes like that, like that, like that, like that. Let's assume it's going in a circle. It goes like that, like that, like that. And it comes here, boom, back to you. Maybe like in the evening or today or tomorrow, or in your children's generation or your grandchildren's generation, or 5 generations from now, comes back with baby, with grandbaby, with the investment, with the profit, with the and whatever, and it brings the blessing back to you. See, right here. Let's assume you're here. See, or to your children, your generations, or your community, or your nieces, or your great grandchildren, or maybe it could be today, it could be back to you today. See, or to us, or to me, or to whoever. See, when we are kindness will come back to us. If we are mean and hateful, hate and harmful things will come back to us. If we don't give a shit, then people, society and the universe will give a shit about us. Let's be kind-hearted people. Let's be caring people. Let's be amazing people. Let's have a wonderful day, each and everyone. Blessings to you and your family. Greetings from Halifax, Nova Scotia Province, Canada. My name is Simba, Canadian Simba from Kenya, right here in Halifax, Nova Scotia Province, Canada. Blessings to each and everyone. Have a wonderful day. I'm just making my cinnamon soup, cinnamon fruit soup. Enjoy your lunch, enjoy whatever you have, appreciate what you have, appreciate this, and appreciate your family and community. Blessings to you and your family, and a wonderful day. Chamge, love yourself and love everybody and love all good things in nature, and good things will come to you. Blessings to you and your family. Kongoi missing, asante sana. Dhanyawad, toda rabba. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. Asante sana. Well, Alan, in the language of the Mi'kmaq. Nemoktes, see you again. Asante. Kongoi missing, ketuyengora gogon. Jambo, tukutane tuongee tena kesho ama siku ingine. Blessings to each and everyone. Thank you. Let's chat again tomorrow with another story. Bye. Yours truly, loving, so joyful, so happy, so amazing. I'm just joking. Sunshine smiling, Simba from Kenya.